Have you ever wondered how the ocean stays clean even though millions of creatures live, eat, grow, shed, and produce waste every single day? Who keeps the reefs from filling with debris? Who removes leftovers after predators feed? Who filters the water? Who breaks down what others leave behind? Today, we meet the quiet heroes of the deep, the ocean's cleanup crew. Animals designed by God to restore balance, prevent decay, recycle nutrients, and keep the waters healthy for every other creature. Stay with me until the end, because the final creature's cleaning ability is so powerful that entire ecosystems collapse when it disappears. Let's begin. Near the sandy bottom, crawling with gentle determination, is one of the most important recyclers in all of creation, the sea cucumber. At first glance, it doesn't look impressive. But don't let its appearance fool you. The sea cucumber has one of the ocean's most essential jobs. It eats the sand, literally. Inside its simple-looking body is a digestive system that extracts nutrients, breaks down waste, and releases clean, aerated sand back into the environment. A single sea cucumber can process massive amounts of sediment every year. Large populations turn over entire reefs and seafloors like living vacuum cleaners. By breaking down waste, sea cucumbers prevent toxins from building up. By turning over sediment, they allow oxygen to reach deeper layers, supporting countless other species. This simple creature shows us something profound. God designed a world where life sustains life, where even the overlooked serve crucial purposes. Calvin once wrote that nothing in creation is without meaning. Even the sea cucumber testifies to God's providence and his sustaining care. But stay close, the next member of the cleanup crew is much more familiar. Along rocky shores, in tide pools and reefs, scuttling sideways with surprising speed, comes the crab. Crabs are scavengers. They're the ocean's recyclers on legs. Whenever something dies or scraps fall from a feeding predator, crabs appear. Their claws are not simply tools for grabbing, they are instruments for cleaning, shredding, breaking down, sorting, and consuming. Nothing is wasted. Crabs prevent waste from accumulating and becoming harmful. Without them, shorelines and reefs would clog with decay. God appointed them to help maintain balance in the coastal world. This fits perfectly with the Bible's teaching that God is a God of order, not chaos. Sproul often said that divine providence means God is involved in every detail. Even the crab's dinner menu is a reflection of his wisdom. But the next creature cleans in a very different way. Glide through a vibrant coral reef, and you will see fish gathering around a particular spot, a tiny station of biological maintenance. Here lives the cleaner shrimp. These shrimp are small, delicate, almost ornamental. Yet their work is indispensable. Fish approach them with trust, opening their mouths and flaring their gills. The shrimp climbs aboard, moving across their bodies with gentle precision. It removes parasites, picks away infected tissue, cleans wounds, and removes dead skin. This is not merely hygiene, it is medical care. The shrimp keeps fish healthy in ways they cannot do themselves, reducing disease outbreaks and helping them recover from injury. Because God designed creation with relationships, mutual care, mutual benefit, mutual provision. The cleaner shrimp receives food, the fish receive health, and both flourish. Luther once wrote that God's fingerprints are visible in the cooperation of even lowly creatures. And here, in a shrimp the size of a fingernail, we see his handiwork plainly. But stay with me. The next cleanup worker is much larger. In deeper waters, a graceful giant sweeps through the sea with quiet authority, the manta ray. Manta rays are filter feeders. Their enormous mouth straw in water laden with microscopic particles, plankton, organic matter, and suspended debris. Inside, gill rakers act like sieves. They trap food and release clean water back into the ocean. A manta ray can filter incredible volumes of water each hour. Their filtering keeps plankton populations balanced, prevents excessive blooms, and maintains clarity in open waters. This is no coincidence. It is stewardship given by God. The ray's design has purpose woven into every detail, its mouth perfectly positioned, its gill rakers fine-tuned, its swimming patterns efficient and gentle. But the next creature might surprise you. It is not a giant, it is not beautiful, but it is indispensable. On the seafloor, crawling slowly, is the sea urchin. At first, it looks like a prickly orb doing little of importance. But the sea urchin's role is enormous. It grazes constantly, relentlessly. Algae grows fast in the ocean. If left unchecked, it can smother corals, block sunlight, and choke reef habitats. Sea urchins prevent this disaster. They scrape algae off rocks and coral skeletons with a 5-part mouth called Aristotle's lantern. They're gardeners of the reef, appointed by God to keep algae in balance. When sea urchin populations collapse, reefs often fall apart. Algae overruns everything, coral dies, and fish disappear. When urchins are abundant, corals thrive. This is a parable in the language of the sea. When God's appointed caretakers fulfill their roles, creation flourishes. When those roles are disrupted, the world suffers. The sea urchin is a reminder of the importance of stewardship, a biblical theme that echoes from Genesis through the teachings of the Reformers. But the next animal does its cleaning in a way far more subtle. Gliding through open water with soft movements and an almost angelic presence comes the moon jellyfish. Its job is filtering tiny particles from the water column. Moon jellies eat small plankton, larvae, and drifting organic debris. When populations surge, they act as regulators, keeping plankton blooms in check and restoring clarity to murky waters. They are silent custodians of the pelagic world. Jellyfish remind us that God uses many types of creatures to maintain balance, even creatures that seem delicate or simple or strange. Sproul often noted that God delights in using the unexpected to accomplish his purposes. Moon jellies are exactly that. But the next creature takes cleaning to a razor-sharp level. On reefs and rocky coasts, a slender fish with a thin, graceful profile performs one of the most important services in the marine world, the cleaner wrasse. Fish gather around cleaning stations like customers waiting for service. Large parrotfish, surgeonfish, even sharks hover, wait, and trust. And the cleaner wrasse begins its work. It removes parasites between teeth, picks at dead skin, cleans wounds with surgical precision, and reduces stress in the animals it treats. Some studies show that fish return to cleaning stations again and again like medical checkups. Without cleaner wrasse, parasite loads skyrocket, fish weaken, and reefs collapse. This tiny fish serves a massive purpose. Its work is so crucial that removing just a few individuals can disrupt entire ecosystems. This is a picture of how God designs creation to function through relationships, each part supporting the other, each creature depending on another, each role intentional. Paul writes that the body of Christ has many members and each has a purpose. The reef is a similar living community, and the cleaner wrasse is one of its most faithful servants. But the next creature performs its cleaning on a microscopic scale. In waters rich with nutrients, one of them, always filtering, always cleansing, is the sea sponge. Sponges may be among the simplest animals, yet their work is profoundly important. They draw in water through tiny pores, filtering out bacteria, microbes, and organic particles. A single sponge can filter thousands of liters of water every day. Large sponge colonies actually purify entire reef systems. This cleaning removes harmful bacteria, clarifies water so light can reach the corals, and cycles nutrients that other creatures need. Sponges are living purification systems. Their design is pure efficiency. Water enters, water is cleaned, water leaves. All powered by tiny flagellated cells called choanocytes. Calvin wrote that the smallest works of God are worthy of our deepest contemplation. The sponge is one such work. But the next creature is known to everyone, though few know how much cleaning it actually does. Flying above waves, diving suddenly, comes the seabird. Seabirds are scavengers of the open ocean. They consume dead fish, discarded remains from predators, and decaying organic matter floating at the surface. Without seabirds, massive amounts of waste would drift and rot across the ocean's surface. But because God designed seabirds with powerful stomachs and keen eyesight, they constantly remove floating debris. Their droppings, called guano, feed marine plankton and fertilize coastal zones that support entire food webs. Seabirds are flying nutrient distributors. They serve even when they seem chaotic or noisy. They clean even when humans see them as pests. And still, they play a role no other creature can fill. But now, prepare for the final member of the ocean's cleanup crew, a creature so essential that scientists fear what happens when it disappears. On coral reefs, bold, striped, highly social, and surprisingly important, lives the parrotfish. Its secret weapon for cleaning the ocean is its beak. Parrotfish scrape algae off corals and rocks with powerful, grinding teeth. Some species literally bite off chunks of coral rock, grind them internally, and excrete the rest as soft, beautiful sand. Yes, white tropical beaches are largely made by parrotfish, but their cleaning ability goes deeper. When algae grows too thick on corals, coral reefs suffocate. Parrotfish prevent this catastrophe. They keep algae at healthy levels. They carve away dead coral to make room for new growth. They maintain open space for young corals to settle. Without parrotfish, reefs collapse. With them, reefs flourish. Their daily work makes tropical ecosystems some of the most productive on Earth. This is nothing short of God's wisdom in action. MacArthur reminds us often that God sustains the world moment by moment. Parrotfish are instruments of that sustaining grace. They clean, they protect, they preserve. So now we've met them, the quiet, faithful cleaners of God's underwater world. The sea cucumber, processing the very sand. The crab, recycling leftovers. The cleaner shrimp, grooming the sick. The manta ray, filtering the open waters. The sea urchin, trimming algae. The moon jelly, regulating plankton. The cleaner wrasse, performing fish medicine. The sea sponge, purifying entire reef systems. The seabirds, clearing surface debris. The parrotfish, maintaining coral health and creating whole beaches. Each one reveals a simple truth. God made a world that sustains itself through purposeful creatures with purposeful roles. Nothing is random. Nothing is without meaning. Nothing is outside the sovereign care of the Creator. The ocean is beautiful because God keeps it beautiful through the workers He designed. The sea remains healthy because God sustains it through humble servants most people never see. And every one of these creatures invites us to marvel at the God who made them, equipped them, and assigned them their roles in His creation. Stay curious, stay amazed, and let the wonders of the ocean's cleanup crew lead you to worship the one who cleanses, restores, and makes all things new.